So hey everybody, let's start our live session, and it's very I don't know, boring or how the live session would be. But the thing is that I'm gonna try here to do live streaming so that I can feel comfortable about live streamings or whatever I'm doing. I'm just trying to make myself uncomfortable. Like yesterday when I was trying to do live streaming, at that time I was not feeling good. Like I was not getting anything that I can speak to you or make you understand very well so that you can get some values. I do know that there are lots of things that still I don't have correctly or properly, so that whoever is watching live streaming, they can get something in the sense like a particular kind of information. They can get a motivation from me, but what about other things? Let's say if someone wants to understand attention and I am explaining related to attention, then they should be able to get attention. What does it mean by attention? But whatever I explained, and based on that, if they didn't get what does it mean by attention, then it is not useful for them to join live streaming or subscribe my channel. So when I was trying to explain the things yesterday, at the time I was feeling very awkward, embarrassed about myself, that why I am doing it. Like I don't know the things, I don't know how to speak, even though I was trying to do live streaming. But anyway, that's a different thing. As I already told yesterday that I'm going to continue this live streaming until and unless I will not feel comfortable, I will not learn most of the things. I will work on myself so that I can present myself in front of lots of people. That's what I'm doing. Even when I'm going to feel very embarrassed or awkward, or let's say if I'm talking here and people are gonna come in my live streaming, and in that live streaming if they say something that, oh, you are not speaking rightly, you are just speaking something blah blah blah, that doesn't make any sense, you should do this, that, there could be instances that could happen. I'm really aware of those. I know when someone is gonna come in live streaming and will speak something differently, then my confidence might go down. But I'm I just want to continue this no matter what it is, because I just want to break my comfortness or whatever I feel. I mean uncomfortable, that I want to break, and let's see how it goes. So let's try to explain something today related to attention. I tried finding out the practice related information for attention so that I can explain. But while having live streaming, I was feeling very embarrassed, even though like there were so many things that I was feeling literally might be you won't see on video because it's like inside. We don't know whatever we feel. It is not being visible outside. So I was just trying to make the things and I was not getting the things, so it was just making me nervous or hopeless, I can say. Like, oh man, what I'm doing and what is happening, no one is watching. Even though I'm gonna try it, no matter what it is, let's see how it goes. So it's completely depend on our in the sense like live stream only. So I'm going to ChatGPT because we were using ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me complete practice paragraph or information so that I can explain attention. I'll try to explain here. Let's see how it works. Basically, yesterday we saw that in order to explain, we don't need to memorize each and everything. We need to understand that, and if we do understand a particular concept, skill, or object, then we would be able to explain that. If we do really feel it, understand it, and yeah, yeah, then we will be able to explain that thing. So what happened, whatever the structure we had, like right now as you can see here, we have structure, this structure. I'm gonna highlight it and we will convert these so that convert it in handwriting. I don't see any option. No, we get one option where we convert it, but anyway, I'll convert it afterward. But I just wanted to highlight what I'm trying to speak or what I'm trying to say. I want to show. So, in order to explain something that we understand, we feel, we do know about, then we should follow this kind of structure. And I was thinking that we should have memorized it, but it's not like that. We don't have to memorize it, everything. It should come naturally because we have learned it. That is why it should come. So let's try to find out attention related stuff, and based on that, we are going to explain it. I mean, I'm going to explain it, and let's see how it goes. Might be it will not be very good. It could be very bad. It could be anything. I'm not expecting that I'm going to explain it very well, or I'm going while explaining I'll be memorizing everything, whatever we had in whatever we have in our structure, like why this problem, like why we use attention, or how it is being used, what happens. But we'll try to practice it again and again, again and again, and see how it works. So these are the points here. Why, what is, what it is, how it works. One simple example, what it is not, and there are any other stuffs that we are going to talk about. And today I'm feeling good about myself, even though I don't know most of the things that I can explain very well, or there are lots of things that is not perfect, I can say. Perfect in the sense which might people will not like, even though I just want to try and I'm accepting what I am. That's the very important thing. I know, like, whatever you are saying, there will be people who will criticize it, no matter how good you are saying or no matter how bad you are saying. It doesn't matter, but there will always be people who will literally criticize or judge it. So it's okay, we can't do anything about it, and we'll continue doing the things that we are doing. Like, it's like, if we are living, if someone is criticizing you for living, then you can't die. Like, how you can die? You have to survive. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I will do it. So let's find out attention. I'm gonna speak to ChatGPT. I'm using ChatGPT for now, and I have to read books. I forgot about it. I was like not feeling good. Good in the sense there are emotions that comes and goes, and because of which I didn't read a book. I will read a book that we decided to read. The three books I can show you which books I was trying to say. Home, we should go to the library. There are three books. It would be in my Made to Speak, The Art of Explanation, and Simply Said. Not Simply Said, there is another book that I have made to stick. Resonate. Yeah, I do remember it. Let me search it. Resonate. This is the book that I want to find. And yes, I don't type most of the time. I just speak. I learned this thing from somewhere in the sense I learned this from, how can I explain? A person who is senior to me, I can say. Now, I've learned that we can utilize our time. Like, we don't have to write it down everything. We have to just say the word and it will be visible. That's how it will work very easily. And I was showing you book that I wanted to read because I shouldn't forget about it. I should read it. That's why I said it. So anyway, let me go to the ChatGPT and ask, I'm gonna show ChatGPT as well. These are the things that we are doing, and I'll say the things here. So yesterday we were trying to practice attention. We'll continue doing it. Can you please give me information related to attention? Make me understand it. We'll try to understand it, and then I'll try to explain it. Let's see how it works. Good. We will do this. It takes on my notepad, no, sorry, not notepad, iPad. It takes some time. Whatever I have, I asked ChatGPT on my desktop. That takes time to be visible here. And can you please give me the points? It is giving us points, and it takes some times. But let's see what ChatGPT has given us. Let's try to read that. Good. We will do this slowly, simply, and correctly. No pressure to explain it. First, to understand it in the body and mind. Forget research language. Forget definition. We are going to understand attention as a lived experience. Stop thinking of attention as a topic. Okay. This is the first reason you feel blank. Attention is not information. It is not something you remember. Yeah, it is something you notice happening. So instead of asking what is attention, ask what is my mind doing right now. That's the right entry point. Feel attention. Do this now. Right now, notice, are you fully with these words, or is part of your mind somewhere else? Did your focus shift while reading? That shift, that movement is attention, not the word, not the definition, not the moment. What attention actually is, human version. Here is the cleanest, truest sentence. Attention is where your mind is placed at a moment. That's all. If your mind is on this screen, attention is here. On a sound, attention moves there. On a thought, attention shifts again. Attention is not effort, it is placement. Now, why attention feel confusing to explain? Because attention is invisible, always moving, usually automatic. That's why when you try to explain it like thing, your mind goes blank. It's not a thing, it's an activity. Step 5, simple real life understanding. Think of these: you are scrolling your phone, someone speaks to you, you don't hear them, they repeat it, now you hear. Now, what changed? Your mind moved from phone to voice. In that moment is attention. No thinking required, no decision required, it just happened. Step 6, what attention does. Without jargon, attention does three simple things. It selects out of many things, it chooses one, it ignores. Everything else fades into the background. It moves, it keeps shifting based on importance. I'm sorry. I'm getting call actually. I should make it up or not. What attention is not. Now, this reduces confusion. Attention is not memory, multitasking, that's now fast switching. Intelligence, effort all the time. You can be intelligent and still lose attention. You can try hard and still get distracted. Why attention matters? Keep it simple. Nothing enters your understanding without attention. No learning, no listening, no explaining, no clarity. If attention isn't there, nothing lands. That's now why this topic connects deeply with your explanation journey. Why you felt blank while explaining attention? This is important for you. When you try to explain attention, I'm getting a call again. I don't know why I should pick it up or not. I don't know how can I just mute it, or like what should I do? I don't know if you get voice or not, but I just wanted to pick it up so that the person whoever is listening me, or sorry, whoever is trying to call me, like, he should be able to get the information from me. But anyway, so we were trying to read here, step 8, why attention matters. Nothing enters your understanding without attention. No learning, no listening, no explaining, no clarity. If attention isn't there, nothing lands. That's why this topic connects deeply with your explanation journey. Why you felt blank while explaining attention. Yeah, this is important for you. When you tried to explain attention, you left experience and third performance, tried to say it right. That break attention. So your attention moved away. Now from the feeling. So your attention moved away from the feeling, example, experience, and into self-monitoring, pressure, correctness, blankness is a loss of attention, not a lack of understanding. Step 10. One sentence you can always fall back on. If you get stuck, use this safe sentence. Attention is simply where our mind is at a given moment. Pause if needed at, and it keeps moving depending on what feels important. That alone is enough. Very important reassurance. You do understand attention. You experience it very second. You only struggle when you treat it like a definition. Try to explain without reconnecting to experience. Understanding comes first. Word comes second. What you should do next? Sit quietly for 1 to 2 minutes. Notice where your mind goes. Say to yourself, that's attention. Do this a few times today. Then later you will try explaining it using the structure slowly. Final grounding sentence. I don't explain attention from memory. I explain it from noticing. When you are ready, tell me. I want to try explaining it now. And we will do it together step by step. First, can you please give me explanation for attention? Don't make me understand in a way that you are right now making it. Just assume that you are speaking in front of people, and give me how you are going to speak attention, and we will try to break it down so that I can understand it, how we can explain, how you made it explain, and I'll try to do the same thing. Perfect. This is the right exercise. I'll do exactly what you asked. First, I'll explain attention as if I'm speaking in front of people. No teaching about structure it. After that, we will break it down and reverse engineer how it was explained. Explanation of attention. Let's talk about attention. Attention matters because without it, noticing really lands. Attention matters because without it, nothing really lands. Not learning, not listening, not understanding. You can hear words, but if attention isn't there, they don't register. Simply put, attention is where your mind is focused at a given moment. Your mind is constantly receiving many signals, sounds, thoughts, emotions, visuals, but it can't process all of them at once. So attention works by selecting one thing to focus on while pushing everything else into the background. For example, imagine you are reading a message on your phone and someone calls your name. At first, you don't hear them, then they repeat it, and suddenly you do. What changed wasn't your ears, it was your attention. Your focus moved from the phone to voice. Attention is often misunderstood as multitasking, but that's not really true. Now, most of the time, we are not focusing on multiple things at once. We are just switching attention very quickly between them. So, the key takeaway is this: attention decides what you actually experience and what you miss, even when everything is happening right now, right in front of you. Okay, so here, as we can see, it has explained us what is attention is. The first thing, attention matters because without it, nothing really lands. Not learning, not listening, not understanding. You can hear words, but if attention isn't there, they don't register. Simply, but attention is where your mind is focused at a given moment. Now, your mind is constantly receiving many signals, sounds, thoughts, emotions, visual, but it can't process all of them at once. So attention works by selecting one thing to focus on while pushing everything else into the background. For example, imagine you are reading a message on your phone and someone calls your name. At first, you don't hear them, then they repeat it, and suddenly you do. Now, what changed wasn't your ears, it was your attention. I'm sorry. Your focus moved from the phone to voice. Attention is often misunderstood as multitasking, but that's not really true. Most of the time, we are not focusing on multiple things at once, we are just switching attention very quickly between them. So, the key takeaway is this: attention decides what you actually experience and what you miss, even when everything is happening right in front of you. Now, as I have read it twice thrice, even though if it comes to explaining, I won't be able to explain. I guess it is my mind is thinking like that, or it's my problem, I don't know. Let me try to explain. So whenever we try to explain something, we should be able to know that thing what we are trying to explain. First of all, first of all, we should be able to make audience know about that what we are trying to explain, and based on that we can proceed next, like explaining all the things. First thing that I understand, like, let's say I want to explain something, so I should make you understand first that why we are here. That is the first thing. I understood one more thing, that I should continue doing this because I'm gonna get better, because I'm feeling it right now. Because yesterday when I was trying to explain, I was not able to get the things to explain. Things like what I mean, not explain, but even to say. But right now, I know how I'm going. Like right now, here I'm here to explain something, and if I'm here to explain something, then I should know that what I have to explain, what is core message that I want to give to audience. If I'm able to give a short note that why I'm here to explain you, then you will be able to get that yes, you are going to explain that, and we have to listen, or you have to listen that particular thing. That is why you are here. That's the thing we should explain first. So let me try it out related to attention. So we are here, I mean I'm here to explain attention. Like what is it, what does it, attention, why attention matters. Like right now I'm not able to explain exactly what the topic, or I can say hook. If I'm able to explain you hook, then you will be able to understand why I'm here, or why you are listening a particular video or live streaming. So that's the thing. So attention matters because without it, we are here to learn attention. Why attention matters? Because if we can't learn anything without attention, if we have attention, then we will be able to learn that thing. But if we don't have attention, that we won't be able to get or learn the things. Let's say if I'm speaking, if your attention is not with me, your attention is somewhere else, then whatever I said, you won't be able to get it. Oh, I explained somewhere something like correctly, I guess, related to attention. Whatever I understand, that I explain. Like core problem. Like I'm explaining attention. I explained the problem. Like let's say if we don't have attention, then what will happen, and why attention is important, and why should you listen. That I explained. Let's first thing I understand, like I completely understand there are lots of things that I guess I'm missing, like I'm feeling it personally. Like why I'm feeling it, because it's not only that you should explain the problem, there could be any other things. Once I get those any other things, then I would be able to explain it. Yeah, that's the thing. Let me tell you one instance of mine. Today I was trying to explain something, a feature, and I was just mixing up the things, lots of things for that feature. Like I was not able to take the person, whoever is listening to me, what I'm visualizing or what I'm trying to say. Like there was everything in my mind, but I was like kind of mm, blank. I can't say blank, but I was just trying to make the things that he was not trying to understand. And he said me that he didn't understand anything, because I was known about that I was not able to explain it properly. Like I was not taking him from points to point. I was saying this point, that point, this point, that point, and it just made all the things very messy, and it didn't make any sense. I felt it, literally, I felt it. But one day I'm gonna definitely explain something, not to him only, but everybody, and those people will literally understand it. They will get it, that I'm trying to learn here on live streaming. And now I'm getting very much confidence right now. Related to confidence, it depends on conditions, situations, what kind of situations we have, and based on that, what kind of feedback we are getting. Based on that, our uh, confidence reflects in this, it fluctuates. That's the thing. That's different actually. And see, now again the same thing is happening, I don't know why. But what I was trying to explain is attention, and as today I was not able to explain because I was not having structure, even though I was known about the feature what we are trying to do. But I guess there were some of the words, or my thinking structure was not good, and I was not able to explain it. So for here attention, if I really want to explain attention, how I am going to explain attention, I will think of attention, like what problem it will create if we don't have attention. Or first of all, I'll try to explain the importance of attention, why it matters, and I will proceed explaining attention. Like core thing that I have to say to people, then only people are gonna listen, then only people will stay here. That's the only thing. Very welcome to my live streaming, where we are learning the things, I'm gonna say, and I will feel very confident now. I mean, I'm feeling confident now today. Today I'm feeling it. Today, not today only, but I'm feeling. There are two people who is watching, might they know me, but I'm just telling it like any anyone can watch me, and I'm gonna explain in front of them. That's the good thing, I guess, to learn, to explain. Someone is literally listening me for a long time. Whoever is listening, thank you very much. Because I know right now I'm not good, but after some time, definitely I'm gonna be good. Then definitely most of the people will listen me. Now I'm getting so much confidence, and if someone comes on my chatbot and said something, my confidence will go down. And this is how I'm gonna be learning the things, up and down, up and down, up and down, and that's what we should do, I guess. Yeah, that's the right. So let's reverse engineer attention, how it is being explained. So stop here. This is full explanation. Now, before I break it down, I want you to do one thing. Read it once again and answer Answer only this question. Don't overthink. Did this feel understandable as a listener? Yes or no? And where did it feel clear or unclear? First of all, I would say whatever I read, I understand it. I personally understand it. It was trying to make me understand uh, attention, but I don't remember it exactly. If someone is gonna ask me explain same thing whatever ChatGPT has explained you, then I will be like blank because I would be able to explain it in perspective of mine, in perspective of my experiences related to attention. Whatever I understand from it, I can explain same thing, but in my experiences, in my perspective. Let me read it again. Attention matters because without it, nothing really lands. Not learning, not listening, not understanding. You can hear words, but if attention isn't there, they don't register. Simply put, attention is where your mind is focused at a given point. Your mind is constantly receiving many signals, sounds, thoughts, emotions, visuals, but it can't process all of them at once. So attention works by selecting one thing to focus on while pushing everything else into the background. Background, yes. For example, imagine you are reading a message on your phone and someone calls your name. At first, you don't hear them, then they repeat it, and suddenly you do. Now, what changed wasn't your ears, it was your attention. Your focus moved from the phone to the voice. Attention is often misunderstood as multitasking, but that's not really true. Most of the time, we are not focusing on multiple things at once, we are just switching attention very quickly between them. So, the key takeaway is very is this: attention decides what you actually experience and what you miss, even when everything is happening right in front of you. This is full explanation. Now, before I break it down, I want you to do one thing. Read it once again and answer only this question. Did this feel understandable as listener? Yes or no? And where did it feel clear or unclear? Really with that. And then we will break this explanation apart step by step. Now let me tell him what I'm trying to think now. So I understood whatever you explained me. It literally, I it made me feel like yes, what is attention? Like without attention, we can't learn. Like, you have given me one example. You have given me takeaway like why attention matters a lot, and other things that you explained me. So what I'm trying to say here, I understand whatever you said, but when it comes to explaining it as it is as you have explained me, then I just got blank. I just memorize whatever I read and I don't remember those things. That is the problem happening right now. Like I want to explain it the way you explained, but I don't remember exact same thing whatever you have. Exact, I mean the word that you use, the examples that you used. I don't remember those kind of examples and all those things. I want to learn that. How I can learn it, how I can do this. That I really want to have me. Now I have given the prompt and let's see what ChatGPT says. Our I can see there is one person who is continuously listening me. I don't know if it is a same person or a different person are coming. Please do chat here so that we can discuss or whatever you felt or whatever you observed, you can just let me know and like I can implement it or it can help us, you and me as well. If you are following the things, you also wanted to uh, try to learn something that can help you as well. Like I don't know if it can help you or not, but there is always that we can learn something. So you can just chat and let me know whatever the thinking or whatever your thoughts are related to whatever I am doing and whatever you are listening. I'm getting more and more, I guess, good. One, uh, 1% better than yesterday, and that's good. So let's try to read whatever we have right now. I'm gonna get new microphone because I just want to make it very good. And let's see if it goes good or not. This is very important moment. I'm glad you said this clearly. What you are describing is not failure. It's the exact signal that you are learning the right thing but in the wrong way for explanation. Let me say the key truth first, very clear. So, what I said, ChatGPT, that I understand each and everything, but I want to explain it the way you explain. So that is what it is trying us to make understand, I guess. It's the exact signal that you are learning the right thing but in the wrong way for explanation. Let me say the key truth first, very clear. The core issue, read this slowly. You are trying to remember the explanation, but you need to remember the thinking, not the words. And see, whatever I said, that's the same thing it has explained us. That's why you go blind. You are unconsciously doing this. How did he say it? Yeah, might be. What example did he use? Right? What sentences came next? Yeah, that's right. Like I was trying to think that from where ChatGPT started explaining what is like used to explain and what sentence was coming next when he was trying to explain. I'm just trying to remember that the same way. That turns explanation into memorization, and your brain resists that. Right? That's correct. It is resisting me. Why you understood it but can't repeat it? You understood my explanation because it followed a natural flow. It used experience-based logic. Right? It didn't require remembering exact words. But when you try to explain, your brain teaches you, I must reproduce this correctly. Yes, that puts you in recall mode, not understanding mode. Yeah, that's right. Like when I was trying to explain, I was just thinking about what ChatGPT has explained. I should be able to explain the same exact way as ChatGPT has explained it. But and it is like ChatGPT is calling recall mode. That's why we are not able to explain the things. That is the reason. And we were not, I were not in understanding mode. That is why I was not able to explain it. That is why I was not able to explain it. Understanding, recalling sentence, the shift you need to make. This fixes everything. You should never try to explain the same words, the same examples, this and phrasing. Right. Instead, you explain from anchors. Now, what are anchors? Very important. Anchors are ideas, not sentences. For attention, the anchors are why it matters. Without it, nothing registers. What it is, how it works, example, misunderstanding, takeaway. So, whatever he said, let me copy it and let me ask it again. But before that, I will complete reading it. That's all you need to hold. You don't remember how I said it. You remember what must be said. Why your brain is going blank right now? Because you are trying to do this. Let me remember the explanation. Instead of this, let me talk through these anchors in my own way. The blank is not a lack of knowledge, it's performance pressure caused by memorization. Now, the correct way to practice this is what you want. Step 1, throw away my explanation. Yes, literally forget my wording. Don't try to copy it. Now hold only three anchors. Now for now, reduce everything to just three questions. Now why does it matter? Why is it? Why is it? And can I give one example? That's it. If you can do these three explanation works. Okay, let me ask it because I'm feeling to ask very much. I do understand why it happened. Like I was trying to memorizing, remembering whatever you said, and when I was not trying to get those things, when I was not getting those things, I was just going blind. But as you said that we should remember these six structured things in order to speak. But what if I don't remember that? I have to memorize it and I have to think that I have to speak now these, I have to speak Now, second point, third point. What if I don't remember those points? I go back blank again. It's the same thing that the explanation, what explanation we heard, we are, if we memorize it, then we will be able to explain it. But for the points which you have given in order to explain something, if I remember that, then I will be able to explain. It can work for anything. But what kind of point, like here there are some of the questions that you have given, like why it matters. Will it always be why it matters, or it could be anything? I just want to understand the core of explanation. I don't want to get some points, memorize it, and ask that questions, and based on that questions I will be able to give answers. Let's say if I'm asking it matters, if I didn't get that answers for a particular concept, skill, or object, then how I will be able to explain that? So that is what I'm trying to learning here. I want to understand it, how I can explain. If it is the thing that I have to memorize each and everything, I mean the points, then I would do that. I mean I will do that. But there could be some other ways through which we would be able to explain anything, or yeah, anything. Now let's see how it gives us. I have asked it lots of things. I mean, like when I was trying to say something, it just got it. And let's see. We are not using our notepad because there are some. And like I'm just trying to explain here. I was just trying to find out the things, and there are so many background noise, I guess. Very welcome to my live streaming, because I see one more person to watching. I mean three more persons, not a three, two more persons watching simultaneously. So very welcome to live streaming where we learn the things. I'm gonna say learn the things. Build with Rehan, and might be I will change the name Renova. Should I keep it? Should I change it? That's different. But let's continue. This is the deepest and most important question you have asked so far. Okay. So ChatGPT is saying that whatever we ask, it's very important. Like I asked that in order to do something, do we really need to memorize something? Something. That's the thing. And you are absolutely right to push here instead of just accepting memorizing these points. Let me be very clear first. Then we will rebuild everything from the core, not from lists. Oh man, there were 3%, suddenly it goes 0. That's not good. 82 subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you very much for subscribing. I sometimes, like as I'm new to learning these things, YouTube and all, sometimes I get distracted, and I just really want to make it without any copy masala, not copy masala, so some kind of sugar coating or something like that. I just want to keep it uh, very vanilla, no matter what it is. If people are gonna like it or not, people like the things that really like. Means what deserves that gets. That's my perspective. If I'm gonna deserve the most of subscribers, then I'm gonna get it. If I don't deserve it, then might be I don't. But let's keep continuing. And one more thing, that I'm doing it because I'm learning it. That's why I'm doing it. And might be people will get motivation from me. Yeah, usually people get it because whenever I see someone who is doing something which which they are not able to do and they are trying to do, then it just motivates. So that's the thing. So let me continue. The first, what is actually happening when you go when you are doing this? I must remember the explanation, or I must remember the picture, or I must remember the right questions. That's the thing. I got confused literally. Like, let's say if I read something, so in order to explain that, should I remember complete explanation, or should I remember only the structure mean like how should I explain that, or should I remember the questions for like explaining it. That's put your brain into recall mode, and recall mode does two bad things. It creates pressure. I must not forget. It disconnects you from understanding. Might be, it could be the things, it could be the thing. So when recall feels blank, that's what happening with me. When I'm trying to explain attention, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to remember explanation first, and if I don't remember explanation, I try to remember structure, and if I don't remember structure, again I go blank. And if I try to remember question, like if I want to explain this, and if I have a question, then I would be able to explain it. But if I don't get uh, answers, I mean questions, then I'll be blank again, and that is putting me in a blank mode. Yeah, that is why it is happening. And recall mode does two bad things. Creates pressure. It disconnects you from understanding. That's what's happening right now. So when recall feels blank, this would happen with memorized explanation, memorized structures, memorized questions. So your instinct is correct. If I have to memorize points to explain, then I don't really understand. Yes, correct. Now the big clarity. This is the core you are looking for. The 6 points are not things to remember. They are not question you must ask. They are not a checklist. They are a map of how understanding naturally unfolds. Now that's the key. You're not supposed to think, oh, can you point, no, now point to. That is exactly what causes blankness. Let me remove the structure completely for now. For a moment, forget why it matters, what is it, how it works, example, misunderstanding, take away, throw them away for 2 minutes. Here is the true core of explanation. Explanation is simply this: taking something that makes sense in your head and walking someone else through the same sense making path. Ah, that's the explanation. Now I understood. That's it. No points, no memorization, no checklist. So, what is the sense making path? Whenever you understand anything, your mind naturally does only three things. It notices a problem or confusion. Something is unclear, important, missing. It forms a picture of what's going on. Ah, this is what happening. It stabilizes the meaning. Okay, now I get it. That understand. Explanation is just guiding someone through the same 3 points. Where did 6 points come from then? The 6 points are just a zoomed in version of these 3 moments. Look, moment one, why should I care? Why it matters? What's going on here? Can I hold this meaning? And so the structure is not imposed, it is derived from how understanding already works. Now let's answer your most important question directly. Why, what if I don't know why it matters? What if I didn't research on that part? How will I explain then? Here is honest answer: then you don't explain that part. That's it. You never need to explain all parts. Real explanation is partial but clear, not complete. Example: let's say you are explaining something you just learned and you are not sure why it matters. It you can say, I'm still figuring out why this matters in a bigger sense, but here is what it is and how it works. That is a valid explanation. No lying, no pressure, no blank. Why your mind keeps demanding memorization? Because you're trying to be correct, complete, confident. Those are performance goals, not understanding goals. Understanding goals are clarity, honesty, flow. The real skill you are learning. Name it correctly. You are not learning how to explain using 6 points. You are learning how to stay connected to understanding while speaking. That's why memorization feels wrong to you. Your mind is rejecting something unnatural. The one rule that replaces all memorizing this one sentence only, and this is not ironic. Explain what I understand in order it became too clear to me. That's it. No checklist, no structure in your head, just that rule. Now, what to do when you feel blank mid explanation? Say this out loud and mentally. What part do I understand right now? And then speak only that. Now I understand one thing. I was trying to find out some structure, some ways through which I can explain it. But the thing is that explanation is whatever we understand, and we are trying to make another person feel the same way what we understand. And if we try to do it again and again, again and again, might be we will be able to good at explaining the things. That is how it might work. And we'll try to do the same thing. We'll try to read most of the things, we'll try to explain it, and let's see if we will be able to explain it or not. And we will to incorporate the structure as well, because we need to have structure, we need to memorize it. In my perspective, I guess it's very important to understand something, but if we are understanding in the way or in a feeling understanding patterns, then we won't be able to explain it, because points are scattered and we are trying to explain from these points to these points. Or first of all, we have to understand that whoever is listening to us, they don't know these points, so we should explain them these points, then these points. I mean, like, just imagine that you have scattered points and I know all of those points, but you are the one who is listening me, who don't know the points. To understand these points, another person should understand this one point, then we will be able to go to the second point. If we understand these, then we will be able to explain. Oh man, I found the solution, I guess. Oh, that's amazing. So I try to understand first what you don't know. If I know about it, then I will be explain you. Let's say about this mobile phone. To explain this mobile phone, I should be able to know that what you don't know about mobile phone. If I know about it, I mean, if I know that what you really do care about the thing, then I will be able to explain it. Like, it's about explaining means what you don't know. That's the explaining. Whatever I'm experiencing, if I'm able to make you experience the same, then that's the explanation. And that's the thing, we'll try to explain attention tomorrow again, and let's see how it goes. So I try to first of all understand, like, if you really do understand completely, I mean, the person whoever is listening, they know attention, and if I'm saying something, let's say something really, then I should be able to know that if you know about it or not. If you know, then you will be able to understand that whatever sentence I am saying. And if you know about it, then it will make sense to you. But if you don't know, it will not make any sense. So let's try to do this, and I'm gonna end this live streaming here because I'm just feeling to end. I'll try to keep doing it for 1 hour or 30 minutes. That, like, we did 30 minutes, but I'll try to keep doing it for 2 hours, and let's see how it goes. And that's it for now. I've been seeing one person who are continuing watching my live stream. I didn't get sentence. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my live streaming, and see you tomorrow. That's what I want to say. And thank you very much again. I'm ending this live streaming here.